Let's see. Okay, good. It is working. Okay, and okay, so I got a new phone because my other phone was not recording the lives. It kept pausing, and I don't know, fingers crossed this is gonna work this time. So, hi, happy fabulous Friday, you guys. So I'm gonna make a little card today using one of my favorite punches, and actually a stamp that it always cracks me up. So, I hope everyone's having a good day. Wow, it's much clearer, like, video having this new phone. I'm not gonna lie, like, the video is much better. I mean, I'm always cute, but like this camera is making me look way cuter, let me just say. So yeah, I don't know what is up with this camera, but it's got like 3 lenses. I don't really know what all these lenses on here do, but it is what it is. Maybe someone who's techie can show me. So I wanted to hop on and do a cute card using the ice cream punch, actually, and some of the celebration paper. So let me go ahead and get started. Let's see, I'm not sure which one to cover. Let's see, that's the one. No, there we go. Okay. It's hard to know. It's like, you know, like, so you don't like see me like trying to adjust like my face or whatever. So let's see, is that enough? Let me get the light down. Okay. There we go. So we're going to be doing a cute card using this stamp set and the ice cream punch, which is one of my favorite punches. I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but it's super versatile. I used it to make a Winnie the Pooh punch a few weeks ago. Now I'm going to use it to make a really cute ice cream. But the cool thing about using this particular card, the cool thing about this card is that I actually used the celebration paper, the Marbelous celebration paper, a Simply Marbelous. And I used this before on the otter card, and you'll never guess, I got some candy on the back. I'm hoping that I might be able to get the candy. There was a lollipop and I don't know, anyway, something weird. So I used this on this otter card before, so I thought that I would let me go up a little bit. Maybe that's the problem. It's a new phone, so it's a little different. Yeah, there we go. Than my other phone. So sorry about that, guys. I use this for the otter card, and it's just stunning paper. We did that a few weeks ago, but the opposite side is a marble, and then it's this swirly satin looking paper, and they have it in the blue that we saw. They have it in this mint color, or I think that's just jade, actually. We have that pink one. Oh, they have it in the gorgeous grape. You see it's marble on one side, satiny on the other. Seeing it's marble on one side. Cool. It's like a pool party / navy. Then this is the one we're using. Oh, and then there's a gray granite, I believe. I believe that's gray granite. Let me double check. Oh no, this is Smoky Slate. This is Smoky Slate. Smoky Slate is a little bit of a darker gray. And then we have the blue, which I showed you already. And the purple, which I think I showed you too. Gorgeous grape, yeah. And so these are the colors that are included in this paper, 48 sheets. And this is one of the free items that you get when you order $50 or more at StampinUp.com. And when you order $50 or more and you make sure I'm your demonstrator. I don't have a handy Coast code because I got distracted by something shiny. So it's only available. This is only available for right now. That's it. Once it's gone, done. You can't get it anymore. So I really recommend you get it as soon as you can. And it's only until the end of February, but it's going to start running out because we are in February. So just letting you know. So we're going to go ahead and make this card here. Super cute. And we're using the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set, which is part of the ice cream builder punch. Okay, so obviously, you know, you want to have the two together. And if you, I believe, no, I don't know if these are bundled right now where you can save 10% or not. I can't remember. These ones might not be bundled anymore. It depends. Sometimes they're only bundled for a short time. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and make this card. It's not difficult. Oh, and the other option of the ice cream card, I did this several months ago. I did this one back in, I think I did this back in August, and it was, using, this is the host paper that you can get when you host a class with me. And it has this great, almost like a Harlequin design. And I thought it was kind of fun to do a black ice cream cone and then make the one stand out. It was just an idea I had, and I just thought it was a fun little idea. So that's one card. All right, so let's go ahead and get our card pieces out. So this is, this piece here is 2 inches wide, 2 by 5. Yeah, this is 2 inches by 5. So that makes this one 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to layer it on top here. Oh, I cut my finger. I thought I'd do a simple card today. Something just a little simple. Last week I did those 2 otter cards, those 2 Valentine otter cards. Those were cute. I'm still like thinking of those. I'm glad that the phone has solved my problem with the Facebook Lives. I was really struggling in getting it to work. It was so frustrating because I couldn't figure out what the problem was. It was just that the phone kept updating to the point where now the app wouldn't work. The app couldn't take it. It claimed it was the Wi-Fi, but it wasn't really the Wi-Fi, because my Wi-Fi was fine when I used my TV or when I used my laptop. The problem was the processor in my phone was now not able to process the app, the Facebook app. You know how iPhone like upgrades the phone until you can't use it anymore, basically. And you know, this is an unusual layout. I usually don't have this kind of layout, so it was kind of fun to do something different. Oh, and then this, so we had 2 by 5 and then 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, to get this layout on the side. And I really wanted to focus on Bumblebee. I don't know, I think because Bumblebee, this is a retiring color. This color is not going to be here much longer. So once it is gone and it won't come back. Just like Just Jade. This is also a retiring color that will not be coming back. So if you like this color, or if you like either one of these colors, or if you like, there's a couple other colors I'll show you, you should buy the cardstock for it now, the ink for it, the ink refills, buy all of that now, because once they start running out of the end color items, they're gone forever. They don't come back again unless eventually someday they come back, but it's rare, super rare, or they make them a permanent color, but it's not that common. So Just Jade and Bumblebee, which I love, and oops, let me get, and I think this is also Bumblebee on this. I see like a little cat here. There we go. It had gotten stuck under my cute little dots here. I added a bunch of dots to this one. I wanted it to look a little candy-ish, just like we did last week where we had the candy design. So then we have this Just Jade piece here, and this piece is 4 1/2 by 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. So this one is 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. Okay, because this is going to be our main focus for our ice cream cone. And then we'll put a little something on the inside too, because we can. And I feel like you should add a little something on the inside of your card to surprise your reader. Now on this one, I glued it down flat, but I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. I think I'm gonna glue it flat, but I think I'm gonna make the ice cream 3D, There's something about it that I don't know, but then this can't be 3D. I don't know. There's something about it that's bothering me. I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it the way it is because I'm going to get too distracted by shiny things. I love it when the ice cream is 3D. I guess I could make the ice cream scoops 3D, just not the ice cream cone. And that would maybe make it look a little bit better. We'll try that and see. Let me put a little more glue on this. Because it's going to go over a second layer, I'm going to put a touch more glue on the edges than I normally would, just to make sure it's going to stay. And I'm going to go ahead and center this off to the side here. It's kind of cool having these two layers against each other. Now, it will create a small gap. You will see a small gap. Oops, it's crooked. Let me fix it. There we go. You will see a small gap when you hold it like this. Let me see if I'm getting it underneath the card. I guess you can't really see it. You see that slight gap right here? There's a tiny gap. No one's going to see it except for you. So there's just a tiny gap. So in theory, this could make a crease across the middle, but that's only if you're going to put this in like, I don't know, something really heavy or strange. So yeah. So we're going to have our marble paper, our Marbelous paper. Let me move my ice cream over. I'll need my scissors. So then I was telling you about the end colors that are retiring. So this is the cinnamon cider. This is the end color designer series paper. Not many people pay attention to this paper, but it's 6x6 paper and it has all of the end colors for 2020 to 2022. And what I mean by that is this was just a little sample that I had. What I mean by that is, you see, so I got the cinnamon cider and there were 2 designs, well, 4 designs for cinnamon cider. Okay, one is like a fleur-de-lis and one is this little funny square octagon thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. And then the dots. But what's interesting is this one here actually reminds me a lot of an ice cream cone pattern. So we're going to use this one. And then we have the same designs, but in just jade, which I actually really like how this looks. It's almost like a plaid, you know, and then bumblebee again. Same thing. And my favorite one, which, because it's just screaming my name, is this Magenta Madness. I actually probably should buy some extra of this. There's something about this super, super bright pink that I can't get enough of. I must have used the other sheet of this up, but I love this uber shocking pink. I think I need to buy some more paper of it. Because once it goes away, it goes away. And so sometimes I'll keep a pack of cardstock for myself. Now this is actually called Misty Moonlight. And it is it's almost like a denim color. It's a lighter blue, but it's a great color. So, but again, these will be gone soon. As soon as these start heading out the door, they're gone forever, done. And you can't get them again. And so if you love a certain color, we also, here's the extra piece of paper that I was telling you I was looking for. I thought I had used it. I had mixed it with the wrong, maybe not. No, that's not it. This is polished pink. They have the same designs with the current in colors, 2021 to 2023. You see the succulent, the pale papaya, the freesia, the polished pink, and this is succulent and evening evergreen. So they also have these designs, but with the current paper. But this one is retiring. Once it goes, it goes. And it has 48 sheets, just like the Marbelous paper, but this one is exclusive. This one you can only get when you spend $50. This one here is just going away and you're not going to be able to get it anymore. Done. I mean, well, this one's exclusive and once it goes away, the same thing. But this one you can purchase. This one you have to spend a minimum of $50 and then you can get it for free. You can't purchase this. It's only when you make other purchases. But as soon as these in colors go, whether it's the ink, the cardstock, any of those things, if any of these colors appeal to you and are your favorites, you should buy them now. That also goes for some of the different embellishments. There's some embellishments that are in color embellishments. I don't happen to have any, but the same for those. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our punch, and I'm going to punch out my cone, my ice cream cone. I should have punched this a little differently, but okay, there we go. I just don't want to waste too much of my cardstock. So there's my cone with my pattern. I love it when the designer paper does the work for me and I don't have to do anything else. Excuse me. Well, if you guys are commenting, I can't see. But the cool thing is that it's not pausing. So awesome. I'm so glad it worked. All right, so I don't need this piece here. Let me put this away. This is just a scrap. But I am going to punch out a couple scoops of ice cream. So let me go ahead and punch out. I don't want to waste. The key thing when you're using a punch like this, if I put it in like this, and I'm going to punch out this goes in the garbage. So the key is you want to try and get it to a point where you're not going to waste. And that's what I did here is I just kept moving it until I didn't get any waste. I needed 2 of the Bumblebee. I believe this is called Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure it is Bumblebee. Yeah, Bumblebee. Oh, it's a mix of Bumblebee and So Saffron. So Saffron is the darker yellow and Bumblebee, I think, is the lighter yellow. And I don't need this scrap. We're done with that. All right. And then of the Just Jade one, we can go ahead and punch this one. I'm going to go ahead and tear this a little bit so that I can fit my punch. I just don't want to waste any of this precious. Now, if you wanted a certain type of swirl, go ahead and move your punch around to the spot that you want. Like, for example, this one has a lot more swirl on it. So I think I'll make this one the top of my ice cream cone because you'll see more of the swirl. These ones here are going in the center of the they're going in the center of the ice cream cone, so you might not see them as much. So in the same thing, we're going to go like that. Okay, and so, all right, let me set that aside. And see, it's good if we figure out how we want to design it. I'm going to try popping up these ice cream, excuse me, these ice cream scoops. Now, when I put the ice creams together, now, if you're going to lay them flat, you're going to want to trim them because if I'll layer them and show you. So as I'm laying them down, it almost creates too much of a weird layer when I'm laying them flat on top of each other. So it's actually good. See how it's kind of like popping? I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like, it's popping them up. They're not actually staying flat. So it looks almost like a mistake, like they won't lay down flat. If you trim off the top of this scoop, if you trim off just a little bit of the top of each of these little scoops, oh, that's the one I want on the top. If you trim off a little, they'll lay flat. But we're going to make these 3D anyway, so it's not going to really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these down and layer them. My good friend just messaged me, so I'm seeing a message from Casey as I'm trying to do this. I sent her a picture of something I thought her daughter would like. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're right. I said, I think your daughter will like these. And she's all, I don't know. Let me see. And she asked her daughter, and her daughter's like, yeah, those are cool. I like them. And she's like, yeah, she did like them. I was like, I know. It's because we're BFFs. I'm BFFs with her daughter. So I'm going to glue down my ice cream cone. Let's get that out of the way. Let me glue down my cone. Get that centered. My good friend Casey is an amazing cat whisperer. If you've ever seen any of my cats on my videos, or I post about them also on my Facebook page at times. And let me see, this is the one I want on the bottom. Okay, so we want this one on top. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna glue it backward. So I'm using the marble side, but I gotta make sure it's big enough to fit all of my ice cream. So yeah, I'm gonna put that one there for a second. This is the one. See, I'm gonna glue down the marbled side. Yeah, this fancy one is the one. It just looks fancy. I'm just gonna glue the bottom edge here, and then I'm gonna pop my flirty flamingo one down. And let's see how it looks on the front. Yeah, I think that looks okay. We don't want it to be too far up and not too far down. So I also like to sometimes make these crooked because it just looks a little more whimsical. And then we'll put my jade one here. It's not a huge problem when you're putting them together if one is a little higher than the other. It just means it's going to cover up more of, you'll just shift it down and cover up more of the cone. And the goal is that you're going to get it pretty proportioned. That's your goal, or proportionate. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, did I do the wrong thing? But I didn't. I hate when I do that. I'm like starting to do something. I think I'm doing it right, and then I do it wrong. Okay, yeah. This one got a little off. There we go. There we go. This one was a little crooked. One of them's a little crooked, I think. I think because I'm trying to do it backward. Yeah, I think I made the top one crooked. Let's see if I can shift it. No, I think they're dried. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. All right, so those are all on. Done. Then I do see I got a little bit of glue right there that's sticking up. Oh, and by the way, if you saw my card from the other day, this one here, I'm going to redo the video for you guys because now that my camera's working, I'm redoing this one. I'll do the video for you later. So, all right, so we've got our little ice cream down, and I really wanted to have it 3D. This one is flat, but I really want this popped up. So I'm going to take my dimensionals. I have got my little box of adhesive, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put dimensionals all along my ice cream. As many as you want. It's up to you. I had someone talk about how, like, someone had commented, you use too many dimensionals. It's like, it's my dimensionals. I can do what I want. I just sometimes, I like to make sure that the item doesn't sag in the middle, you know, because sometimes if you do it if you don't do it right, your item will sag, your little piece that you've added. No, I think I got it right. There we go. All right, there we go. There's my ice cream. So now that little bit of glue has dried, I'm taking my glue eraser. You can actually get these erasers at the Dollar Tree even. This one I bought from Stampin' Up! Years and years ago. So here's the trick. If you have one that's like, this is floated around in my little case, so it's quite like grungy looking. And you know, when you handle it, it picks up a little bit of, you can go ahead and cut off. I'll actually just use now these are not my paper scissors. These are actually my more utilitarian scissors. And you can just cut off a little piece here to get a fresh corner, because sometimes a corner will be a little bit dirty, but that's okay. You just keep pulling on it until you get a nice clean corner. Eventually that'll get dirty again too, because it's going to pick up glue. Like that's what it does. So it picks up the sticky things from stuff. So it's going to always get a little bit dirty. Like it's already getting a little dirty from just going against that. There was just a little spot of glue I wanted to fix. Then I have this little strip of paper, and I loved the sentiment. So there's a bunch of sentiments in here in the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. My favorite one is the Treat Yourself one, because it reminds me of, let me get this on the camera. Sorry, I'm still getting used to where the camera is. It's a little different. The Treat Yourself one is my favorite because it reminds me of Parks and Recreation, which cracks me up. And I love the script of the happy birthday and the thank you. It just has such a nice script. With sprinkles on top is also fun. You're so cool. That one actually might have been a fun one too. Hope it's sweet, you know, for your birthday. And so you can do a variety of things. I chose the Treat Yourself. I've used it a few times, but I'm going to use it again. Because why not? Okay, and this is the Just Jade. I have the Just Jade ink spot. And remember, the Just Jade ink spot will be going, not ink spot, the Just Jade ink will be going away. I actually have a class right now that I'm offering that I'll show you in just a moment that is using all of the in colors that are retiring. So if you would like to sign up for that particular class, I would greatly appreciate it. And you get all kinds of amazing things with it. So I need to do a video of that too. I was so frustrated by my phone not working the other day that I had to just kind of give up. So this is the postage stamp punch. And what you can do is you can take, you know, a piece of a strip like this. And I just wanted to add a little edging. I didn't want it to be flagged, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted. So I chose just to use the postage stamp, but you put it in from this way. You can also do it from this way. You're just going to get a different design. When you go at it from the other direction, you're going to get a different punch. You see, so this way the bumps are out. On this way, the bumps are in. And so it just depends on what you wanted for, I wanted the ticket look as opposed to this bumps out looking piece. So now I'm going to trim off just a little bit extra. I wasn't sure how big to make this little piece because I was going to punch my edge. And so I'm going to go ahead and just, I think I'll put it at like 2 inches. So I guess it's like 2 inches. And you're going to cut off with the punch a little amount. So it's kind of hard to gauge exactly how big you want your sentiment. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. I think I want it a little bit smaller. So maybe 1 3/4. Let's see. No, maybe 1 7/8. Let's say that. I just trimmed it so it's 1 7/8. And I don't think I want it flat. I'm going to put it on dimensionals, and then we'll add all of our embellishments. And I chose, oh yeah, that's the perfect size. The 1 3/8 was the perfect size because it added just enough to where it's not going to cover up the ice cream cone, but it's also not going to be too short, you know, just enough. So then I was trying to figure out, now one option is you can take your blends and you can color the pearls and then put those on top as sprinkles, or I mean, why do that if you already have candy? These ones have, what colors are these? It doesn't say the colors of these on the back. Normally it'll say the colors, but it doesn't. I know that this is Purple Posy. I'm pretty sure this is Bumblebee, and I believe that this is Bermuda Bay. But Bermuda Bay is a very, very close cousin to the Just Jade. So I thought I would use the Just Jade on the ice cream up here, and I wanted to use the Bumblebee down here on the sentiment. Is that correct? No, it's 2 of them. It's 2 stuck together. I'm like, that looks too big. Okay, we might have to play with that later. So let me go ahead and put this one here. And then we'll use this tiny one. And let me get a medium-sized one from over here. And put it right there where the other one was. I always do odd numbers. These ones are a little bit too large. Yeah, something's up with that one too. This one just happened to be floating in my stuff, so I wanted to use it up. I think these ones are a little too large. In order for them to be like little gumballs or candies, I chose the tiniest ones. I just felt they looked best. Now it's a matte design, but it does look like candy. I used these on my otter card last week. Oh no, I used them on Monday. That's right. I used them on Monday for and I sometimes just kind of play some cattywampus so that I can figure out where, move them around a little. I think I want one in the center. Maybe I'll move that one out a little more. There we go. And that way you still have 5, but they're a little more random than this one, which seems a little too evenly spaced. Then for the inside, I totally forgot. On the inside of the card, what I want to do is I want to take the Just Jade again, and I'm just going to stamp some sprinkles in the corner, or drops of ice cream, I think is what they're supposed to be. But they match the candies that we put on top, or the sprinkles, or whatever you want to call them, that we put on the top. So I want to go ahead and do that on the inside, and I'm going to do it on 2 of them because I forgot to do it for the other one before we got online. So let me go ahead and do that again. And I can't stress enough how important it is for you to pick up any of these colors that are retiring. And we'll go ahead and we'll put this on the inside with a little bit of glue. I could put candies all up and down the whole ice cream cone, but it seems pertinent to just put it on the top layer. And you know, I can make a brighter ice cream cone. It's kind of unusual that I didn't use the brightest colors, but I kind of liked that too because ice cream does tend to be pretty bright. So I just used something that was a little muted, but I still just love that design. Look at how it looks like real swirled ice cream. So cool. And this just adds such a great texture. And this one's going to go in the other one. So feel free to comment and share, because remember, when you comment and share, so if you share my video and then you comment to me that you shared, and I pull your name from the drawing, then I'll send you a message for your address and send it to you. If you don't have it to where I can message you, then I can't contact you, but, you know, because you can block that in your Facebook if you want, but if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel or subscribe to my my website, it's fabulousstamper.com, and I'll make sure to put you on the emailing list, and then, you know, I can get your address that way too. So here's our card, super cute. I told you that I had some other things, a class that was coming out. It's a $35. You make 10 cards. And it has matching envelopes and everything. 10 cards using all of the in color paper. Notice all the fancy pants in color paper. Oh, I think this is So Saffron that I used by mistake. Whoops, oh well. Because this is Bumblebee. Maybe this is Daffodil Delight that I used by mistake. That might be Daffodil Delight. Because this is Bumblebee. Yeah, I think I used the wrong color there. Anyway, it's fine. And then all these mini cards. So you've got 6 of these large cards. So gorgeous. You get 4 of these little cards. You get a roll of this Bumblebee ribbon. You get this stamp set is included You get a full pack of these little cards, these mini cards that we made. You get a full pack of those. And, oh, and you get the ladybug banner that I have hanging behind me when the video is up. And so when I started the video, you can see a little ladybug banner. You can also find the advertisement for this on my Facebook page. It's $35 and you get, oh, and you get 10 sheets of this designer series paper with the florals. It's so pretty and cute. So you're making 10 cards, including envelopes. You have an extra bunch of cards from here. I think an extra 6 cards of the smaller note cards. You have a bunch of extra ribbon. You have the stamp set that you can use over and over and over again. You also have the ladybug embellishments, which I don't think I really showed you. The ladybug embellishments here, you're going to get, I think, half a pack of ladybug embellishments. I colored this one pink, and you can see it's just a little bit pink. And then this one is just the plain color. And so you're getting the ladybug embellishments. You get a ton of stuff. Like, it's more than $37 something worth of stuff for only $35. And if you want it shipped, I added a shipping price. It's a really great deal. If you're interested in my class, go ahead and click on the link that I have on my Facebook page. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to share my video and comment and share, because it always helps me in my little business. It's not a huge business. I'm not like, like the #1 salesperson for Stampin' Up, but I do love sharing with you guys all of my creations. So I appreciate any of your support, even, just telling me that you think my card is cute. I really like it. And feel free to contact me if you have any questions. You can always check out my YouTube channel. And don't forget to tune in. I'm going to redo this video with all the measurements for you from Monday. I'm going to redo that for you now that the camera's working. So, all right. Well, you have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys.